We'll get started. We'll get started with South Carolina here with an opening statement from Coach Kingston, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes, let them leave, and then questions for Coach Kingston. Coach, go ahead.
I thought for most of the night it was a really good ball game. Obviously, we were going to the 7th, tied 3-3, and just got away from us there at the end. I thought the difference was the number of free passes that we gave them, and they didn't give us. So disappointed we lost, but we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Raise your hand for questions, and we'll get a microphone to you for the student athletes.
Adam, Mark mentioned the free passes. Just what was the problem tonight? It seemed like you were having a real hard time getting a hold of control.
Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't consistent enough tonight. You know, that's a thing I've got to correct. But you know, it's on me. But we're a team, and we're going to respond tomorrow.
Questions for the student athletes.
For LT, can you speak to what Knight had tonight and the pitch you got to get out of there?
Yeah, I mean, he had good stuff. You know, he generally does. He's one of the best pitchers in the country. But I thought we had some really good at-bats off of him. And, you know, personally, the at-bat that I hit the homer, he threw, I think, a first pitch slider for a strike, and I was kind of just staying on the fastball, and he threw one over the plate, and I got a good swing off on it.
And back.
This is for both LT and Adam. You guys have overcome a lot to get to this point, so even though you would like to win Game 1, how do you feel about your chances for bouncing back after this loss?
I mean, this team's faced adversity all year, and you know, we've responded well to it every time, so I expect us to come out tomorrow and do the same thing.
Yeah, you know, we've had our backs against the wall a lot this year, and we always come back stronger and come back with a response, so that's what I expect.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Gentlemen, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, same thing for Coach Kingston. Raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Go ahead, Tom.
With first base open to walk Fletcher and bring up Shaddy, can you discuss what went into that?
Yeah, I thought that was a no-brainer. Really quality lefty at the plate. You know, obviously we were pitching to him when runners were at first and second. Then as soon as the ball got past Hunter, put guys at second and third with one out. With a quality lefty up there, you walk him. And then, you know, Shaddy's ground ball rate is 60%, so we thought that made the most sense, and got to 2 strikes on him, and then we just left the ball up that he put a good swing on.
Mark, so many free passes tonight. When it's just kind of snowballing like that, what can you do to try to stop it, or is it just simply the guys have got to throw strikes?
The guys have to throw strikes. They have to make adjustments, and you know, you get to the point where if guys aren't throwing strikes, then you need to get the next man in. And that's why, unfortunately, Adam only went 4 innings tonight. We're here tonight a lot because of Adam and what he's done for us. But tonight, you know, the 4 innings, and he was walking guys, and we just had to move to the next guy.
What did you say to Eddie tonight? And I guess just was there any thought about maybe pulling him a little bit earlier in that?
Yeah, I mean, the game was so close that we just felt like he's been our best guy. He was 7-0 coming into tonight in that role, and so it was a tie ball game, and that's a guy that you're willing to go down with. Obviously, we had other guys warming up, but at that point, we just felt like Eddie has helped us win so many games in that role, and we were hoping for him to get out of there and then score a run or two to take a lead and then hand it to the next guy, but just didn't get to that point.
I'm back.
Coach, you've talked all year about this team's fight. How confident are you about the effort that they're going to give tomorrow when their backs are against the wall? 100%.
100%. These kids will come out fighting. There's no doubt about it. Every time we've had our back against the wall, we respond, just like the 2 said right there. So that's the least of my worries right now is how we'll respond. We'll come out ready to play great baseball.
Tom?
Coach, the game plan against Knight, how you felt you operated that, getting his pitch count up a little, especially the second?
Well, I mean, he left the game with, you know, in the 6th inning. They were obviously taking him out in the 6th, and so he was on the verge of having a no decision. We got to the 7th inning, pretty much with a draw. So when you can do that against a guy that's 11-0, I think that's a win. We just need to do better late in the game.
Coach, is the plan to start Cody tomorrow, and if so, just how confident are you with him on the mound?
Whoever we put on the mound tomorrow, I'll be very confident, but Cody's most likely the choice.
Mark, as you mentioned, going into the 7th tie game, is it kind of the scenario you want to see in a game like this, kind of the underdogs in a great home field environment for the other team, to kind of have a little bit of a back and forth dogfight going into the 7th right there with a chance to win?
Well, I'd prefer to be up 8-1 and go into the 7th, but under the circumstances, with a guy like that on the mound and one of the top teams in the country, going to the 7th, you'll take your chances. For the most part this year, if we can get to the 7th with a close game, we like our chances. So just didn't go our way tonight.
Is there anything different about their team or this atmosphere that was different than when y'all played them in the regular season series?
Yeah, there were a lot more people here tonight. There's no question about it. They were a lot louder. I didn't see an empty seat in the house tonight. So I thought, for the most part, we handled that very well. But it's a great environment. It was packed, and they were loud, especially when they were trying to make a big pitch to get out of a jam. So I would say that was the biggest difference. That and the weather was about 50 degrees difference from the last time we were here. Obviously they played well last time we were here. They play well most games. They show up. So I think it's two great teams going at it, and whoever plays, as we talked about, they played better baseball than we did tonight. So tomorrow needs to be our turn.
Yeah, Coach, I think of Adam's 5 walks, I think 3 of them went 8 pitches. Just how taxing do you believe that was for him?
Well, we had to take him out in the 4th inning, so extremely taxing, no question about it.